Deven, you heard the bullishness from brokerages about the digital arm, Apollo 24/7, as it's gaining scale. The Amazon partnership is likely to contribute. And even the numbers from the pure hospital business in the quarter gone by were very solid and ahead of what the street was anticipating. Does this stock look attractive to you?
Yeah, good afternoon, Rima. Well, obviously, I think the numbers are remaining strong. The digital pharmacy business, I think, is also remaining, I think, quite, I think, in the reckoning. But more importantly, I think whether this business would start contributing to the profits. This is more important because I think the investors' attention has definitely started shifting to the businesses which generate profit vis-a-vis pure producing the pure market growth. I would think that I think the profit element would be important. Obviously, I think the last quarter result has been relatively more stable and I think more improved, I would say. Going forward, whether I think we are buying this particular stock, I would think that I think this kind of businesses are always remaining a little bit more expensive. I think one will have to buy with little bit of forward outlook as far as I think the outcome is concerned of the business. Currently, we don't have any recommendation on the stock, so wouldn't put across my recommendation at this point of time. But any correction in the price, I think, would be a meaningful entry into this kind of a stock.
We had the management of Kim's also with us, by the way, earlier today, you know, they were also, I mean, the hospital companies' managements have sounded pretty optimistic about being able to grow the revenue per bed, margins, etc. Deven, hi, afternoon. Any thoughts on Fino Payment Bank? I mean, do you track it? Do you have coverage? We had, again, that management with us as well earlier today, today morning. Second day in a row, strong gains.
Hi, Prashant. Good afternoon. Well, we don't track this company, so would refrain from putting any views.
No problem. The market itself, Deven, is it looking like it's finally breaking out? The earlier highs, which will come back into sight pretty quickly. I mean, the market didn't dip that much. It's just that it's taken a little longer. Your sense?
Yeah, I think that's an important point. I think that the market is basically showing a lot of strength at the lower levels, and I think it is not trying to go down. But as I see it, I think this particular period is more of a consolidation period. Even if I think the market has to go down by a few hundred points, then somewhere around, I think 18,000, 17,800 remains, I think, a very strong support for the Nifty. And I think should it sustain above 18,400, certainly I think there is a case for further upside. As of now, as I treat it, I think the market is purely in the range, largely driven by some of the heavyweights in IT, largely driven by heavyweights in even the banking space, and even likes of Reliance. So if this, I think the stocks in this space, I think if they start going up, maybe I think the market can show relatively higher amount of or higher levels, I think, from current level. A meaningful participation will have to be there from likes of Reliance, likes of some of the banking heavy stocks.
Okay, hi Deven, good afternoon. Deven, do you track Redington by any chance?
No, Nigel, I'm not checking this company.
Okay, all right. No, we just thought we'll ask you on that because, you know, it appears that one is moving with a lot of strength as we speak. I think just pull up the intraday chart. Redington is breaking away, it appears so just keep an eye out on that. Deven, I want to ask you about a couple of other names, you know, stocks that are really bucking the trend. IEX, one of the big underperformers, platform space, it has saw a sharp correction from the top, but now they're talking about a buyback, trying to get their house in order. Do you have a view there?
Again, as a house, I think we don't have a view on the company, but in general, I think I believe that the business probably is looking interesting, particularly after, I think, seeing a sharp price correction. Because of the correction in the price, I think the attractiveness has increased, and that is where I'm seeing the follow-up buying. But as I said, I think we don't have the coverage, so we're different from putting any recommendation.
Deven, any thoughts on insurance as a space and anything you like here?
So, Prashant, as space, I think I find that life insurance companies probably will have relatively better time, purely because of, I think, two changes which we are seeing happening in coming times. One, I think the insurance commission rates, I think, are going to, for the agents, are going to come down. That could possibly mean, I think, better days ahead for the insurance companies. Second thing, a disruptor is in making where the exchanges are going to be distributing the insurance products. Should that particular activity gains momentum, like mutual fund, probably you would see a higher amount of momentum into the insurance businesses. And that's where probably I think one could see double-digit kind of a participation in the country as far as I think the population covered under the insurance. So I think there is an opportunity for the life insurance companies going forward from the growth perspective. However, having said that, I think the kind of commission rate coming down may not be, I think, a very good news for some of the distribution companies, and that's where probably one will have to keep an eye on. Maybe little early days, once I think the guidelines and everything comes out clearly, one will have to wait and see how exactly it works out.